Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. Happy Friday everybody. My project today is a box that opens like this, and inside I have a gift card and also a little mini sewing kit. I think I got this from Dollar Tree a while ago. But treats will fit in here. Also, I have some button cards that I have, and especially a gift card will fit in there. All right, or just some treats. It measures 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 by 1. All right, and I use the Zany Zoo stamp set along with the Zany Zoo dies. I also used, this is from the Zany Zoo dies, the scallop that I used for the edge right there. This is my host code. Please put that in if you're going to purchase anything on my website under $150 total, and I'd appreciate that. And the link to my shop is below. All right, I do videos usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This week I had to do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I had something in the beginning of the week. But usually I'll do them on those days. If not, I'll usually put a note over on my Facebook group, which is In the Pink Designs by Cathryn Papercraft group. You can join. There's no questions or anything. You can just join. Okay, so what we need for this project is a piece of blueberry bushel that is 7 1/4 by 5 3/4. We need 2 pieces of the Bright and Beautiful DSP that are 2 by 3 1/2. 2 that are 2 by 3/4, 2 that are 3 1/2 by 3/4, and 1 for this strip right here that is about 3/8 by 3 1/2. It might vary depending on how far you cut the scallops back, but you could always trim it. All right, and also 3 of the flowers from the dies in Bubble Bath, 1 big and 2 small, and I also forgot a piece of basic white for stamping. All right, I'm going to get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 7 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4, 1 3/4, 4, and 5. And then we're going to turn it to the 5 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 and 4 3/4. Okay. And now I'm just going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay. And now how I have this is the 1 inch strips are on the top and the bottom, and the 3/4 inch strip is on the right hand side. Okay, and this is what we're going to do. All right, so what I want you to do is turn it this way so that the 3/4 inch strip is on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, get rid of this rectangle on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, get rid of this piece on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, now we're going to turn it so that that extra flap is on the right. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. And then we're going to turn it so our flap is over on the left, and you're going to go to the second score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, and that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. And I do put a picture of it on my blog. Okay, now we're going to get our scallop die, and I'm going to put it on this extra flat piece that sticks up the farthest. And I'm going to put it just a little bit down from the top so that we get a full scallop and we don't cut off anything. And I'm going to just gently put tape on each side. Okay, now you need to fold in everything and send it through like this, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we have our scallop cut on the flap. Okay, all right, now we're going to get our glue, and we're going to put a little bit on each tab, and we're going to be attaching it to the part that has the extra flap piece. Okay, so we're going to take the score line on the tab and make it straight with this rectangle here. Okay, and then we're going to just put glue on these two side rectangles that are still unattached, and just attach them. Pull it up and put it up against. Make sure that they go the same way, straight on the bottom and the back here. Make sure your box is nice and square. Okay, and then it will close just like that. All right, now let's get our DSP. Okay, so we have the two that are 2 by 3.5 are going to go on the front and the back. This piece that is 3/8 by 3.5 is going to be on next to the scallops. 3.5 by 3/4 the long sides, and 2 by 3/4 the short sides. And all of this is on my blog, and I'm going to use liquid glue. Okay, now I'm just going to let that dry a minute, and we'll do some stamping. All right, so I'm going to get some Tuxedo Black ink and I think it's a llama, right? Image. I'm going to just put this down, and I'm going to stamp it. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it out with the llama die from the Zany Zoo dies. Okay, there we go. I'm going to be using dark blueberry bushel, light bubble bath, and light and dark daffodil delight. So I'm going to be using the blueberry bushel on the chair. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to use dark daffodil delight for the hooves and light daffodil delight for everything but the face, but I do the eyelids. Okay, and then with the light bubble bath, I'm just going to put 2 little circles for the cheeks. Oh, and with the light bubble bath, I'm going to color the yarn and the knitted. Okay, now let's get some, let's put our buttons or our gift card or whatever treats or sewing kit or something that you want. And then I'm going to get some low profile adhesive backed Velcro dots, and I'm going to put one on, I'm going to put 3 actually up here. If you don't want to have 3, you don't have to, but I feel like it might stick up if I don't do 3. It might stick up in the middle. Okay, and then put the other ones on top of it with the adhesive up. Okay, and then close the box. Make sure the sides are even and gently push down. Okay, and there we go. All right, now I'm going to get our flowers and my silicone mat. just going to put a little bit of glue down. And I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool, the sticky end. And first we'll do the big flower. I'll just get a little bit of glue on there, and I'm going to put it up like that. And then the littler ones next to it. Okay, I'll wipe that off of there. Okay, and then I'm going to get some dimensionals, and I'm going to use a little bit, I'm going to cut side pieces for the ears. You don't have to do this, especially if it's not going to be moved around a lot. And then I'm going to put one on each ear. And then put regular dimensionals. One on the head, one there, and one down lower. Okay. And then I'm just going to put him below the flowers and center him between the edge of this and the side of the box, or her. Okay. And now for the final touch, I'm going to use some solid gems, the lemon lolly, and I'm going to put small ones in the little flowers and a medium one in the big flower. And that's it. My contact information is below, and the link to my shop if you'd like to purchase anything. Remember, this is my host code for anything under $150. And please subscribe and hit the like button. And before I go, I wanted to show you some cards. This one's from Mary. Thank you very much for the beautiful cards and for the nice sentiments inside. This one's from Mary. This one is from Barb, and this one is from Patty. Thank you so much. I appreciate it when I get happy mail. Alrighty, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.